it's Todd with In Gear Garage. Today we're in the shop working on our 71 Suburban for a few much needed updates. This one is extra cool because we get to look at it every time we drive the truck. We're going to be installing this new dash cluster from Classic Instruments. Now this is how it comes out of the box. All your gauges already installed, all the wiring to the gauge is already installed and terminated down into a single connector. Now how cool is that? Now we opted for their G-stock gauges, which are green with the orange needles, a little bit stock looking. But you can get custom ones if you'd want, or they have their Arctic White, their Hot Rod series, their cool autocross stuff. Anything you'd like, they can put into this gauge cluster for you. Now before we get going on our installation, let's take a look at some of the other cool features of this dash. As we mentioned, there's all sorts of cool features built into the C-10 dash. But one thing, let's focus on the speedometer. Classic Instruments offers their Zeus speedometer technology, ZST. What that means is that you don't need any external boxes or anything to hook up your speedometer. And even this speedometer can be used off a ECM signal, or it could be used with a vehicle speed sensor. And they even provided for our 700R, which has a mechanical transmission speedometer. This will adapt it to a vehicle speed signal that this new speedometer picks up. Pretty cool. One really neat option that you can get on your speedometer is a digital information screen that goes down in the bottom of the speedometer. And what this will show you is it gives you a trip odometer. It'll allow you to see your speed numerically. Plus, if you want the look of an old school analog odometer, you can program that right in there. And we'll show you more of that as we get going with our installation. For now, let's get to work. Well, there we go. We got our main connector all dialed in, and that's the only connector. We're going to go ahead and plug in the dash just to make sure everything works and that we got everything wired properly and good and connected. So we put our light switch back on so we can test out the lights. But let's see how we do here. Well, good. We got dash lights. That's a cool thing. They look great. Let's go ahead and start it. All right. We got voltage, we got temperature, we got oil and attack. The information center's all lit up. Everything looks great. Gonna get it back out, route everything, and put the dash in and seal this thing up so we can go test our tachometer and calibrate the speedometer and the tach. So here we are, we're going to calibrate our speedometer by just driving it at about 30 miles an hour. We already have it into the programming mode, set instant speed. We're going to hold that, that's what we want to do. Hold the button down for 4 or 5 seconds, and then press and hold once we reach 30. So as we're cruising down the road, we got our phone GPS. Goes right about 30, so we're going to press and hold the other button, need my hand. Pressing and holding. And then it should click in here in 4 or 5 seconds. Boom, there's our 30 miles an hour. And then just exit it. Exit and hold the button. And we're cruising.